After our best ever season in Serie A, where we made a Coppa Italian final, again, we lost it. We made it to the Champions League semi-final, we lost it. And finished second in Serie A, so obviously the league, we lost it. We have rebuilt, we have retooled, and we are ready for season 6 of Project Palermo. I also may have spent £150 million. Welcome back to the DP Dome, folks. It is I, your old mate DP, with Project Palermo, managing Palermo FC up in Serie A, because we're awesome. Last season, we finished second, Champions League semi-final, Coppa Italia final, everything, I got hair in my mouth, went swimmingly, but this season we want to go one better. And to that end, we've had a little bit of a clear out, and I have spent some money. So we've got a whole new look squad. If we have a look at the season preview, we are predicted to finish 7th. I legit have a hair in my mouth. Sorry, folks. Predicted to finish 7th, which isn't great, but we are definitely going to do better than that. And we also don't have anybody in the Dream 11. So awesome. Money well spent. Transfer-wise, where's the transfer history? There we go. Let's bring that up a little bit bigger for you lot. That's last season. This season, £147 million worth of transfers in and 62 million worth of transfers out. I'm just scrolling down the list here. Yes. So probably the biggest transfer news so far would be that we no longer have Romeo Lavia at the club. He's gone. He had a release clause of £44 million. Newcastle came in and paid it. For us, last season, he was super important, has been for the last couple of years. We had him on loan. We spent 23 million to bring him in permanently, and then 44 million, he's out the door after a really, really good season. But that was the start of much bigger things to come. 44 million for Romeo Lavia. Thank you, sir, and goodbye. Other movements, Patrick Berg left the club. He's gone to Saudi Arabia for £8.25 million after only being with us for one season, averaging a 7. Rock solid midfielder. I use him as a backup. That transfer fee suggests that was dumb, but he's gone now. Ivan Yordnov, you already knew about. He wanted out. We sold him because I broke a promise about playing him. Not really my fault. He was injured all the time. And occasionally, I may have forgotten he existed, but he's gone now. He averaged under a 7 for both seasons he was here. We got him on a free and we made 10 million quid off him though, and he's gone off to Wolfsburg. One of our centre-backs, Alessandro Marcandali, who's been with us for a while, has also left the club. He's gone for the princely sum of £22 million. He was here for 4 years. We brought him in on a free, £22 million profit right there. You're welcome, Palermo. And averaged a 7 in his last season with us, which I suspect drew the eyes of Al Ittihad. Good servant for the club, good centre-back, but he is now gone. Speaking of centre-backs, Giorgio Cittadini, who we brought in, is straight back out the door. He's also gone to Saudi Arabia, to Al Kajij. He went for 15 million. We paid 7.5 for him. We have doubled our money in one season, averaged under a 7. And he is now gone. It's a bit sad. I wanted big things from him. We didn't get them. Boom. Do one. Leonardo Rufo is a youngster that we brought in a couple of seasons ago for 725 grand. Never kicked a ball for us. I'm tripping over my tongue. You're all used to it. Never kicked a ball for us. We sent him out on loan. He did all right. We made £3.9 million, fobbing him off to Torino. A few players out on loan. Dennis Pedrini for 165 grand. He is gone. He was never going to play for us, and he gets a scouting rating now of a D. D for Dunzo out the door. And then Marvin Wutiao, who was a young striker, sat in our bench all last season, went out on loan. He's never going to get there. So I've sold him, moved him on. He's gone to Kirkgate or something. My lower thirds are still turned on. Turn those off. Apologies, folks. We're not playing Deadpool FC at all right now. This is Project Palermo time. He's gone Genk is where he's gone for £1.8 million. We took a loss on him, and I'm not that bothered, to be honest. I think he's one of the guys we picked up off the next gen list, but he's gone now. All told, £62 million worth of transfer right there, plus the 44 from Romeo Lavia. We had quite the transfer kitty happening, and oh boy, did I spend it. So Spike Brits, you already knew I was doing that. We brought him in permanently. I pulled the trigger, spent the money. He's a good goalkeeper. 7.48 average after 11 games. He's a keeper. He's a keeper. Didn't even mean to make that pun. Christos Zolis was a guy, excuse me, our director of football wanted to bring in. I let him, and he looks decent. He's great, 28 years old, 69 caps and 19 goals for Greece. So full international, lots of experience, has played for Napoli and Roma in Serie A and done rather well for himself. A lot of play in Greece and in Belgium. He is in, and we got him for nothing. Endrick. Some of you may have heard of a guy named Endrick. He is now a Palermo player. We got him off of this Real Madrid bunch. No idea who they are. They sound made up. Also, Palmeiras in Brazil also sounds made up. Hate the way they do pretend clubs in this game. Anyway, he belongs to us now, and he should be awesome. Backup striker. He can give us cover on the wings, attacking mid if we want to use one. Only 5'9". He's got green attribute things, a lot of yellow attribute things. He might be all right. Sorry about that, folks. Few technical difficulties, but all fixed. Vincenzo Santarelli, we got honor free. He's nobody special. We're not going to use him. You'll never see him again. But now you know he's here. You're welcome. Alessandro Socati is a player I've had my eye on for like 3 seasons now. He's Australian. He's got 61 caps for Australia with 6 goals from centre back. That's exciting. Lots of yellow, bit of green, good leadership skills. And he's been off playing for Australia recently. £24 million I've spent on him. He's been playing for Parma for a dog's age and doing all right. But I think for us, he's going to be awesome and a real difference maker. Alessandro Socati. I finally have my man. He's here. And he's going to be great. Mauro is a young Brazilian that I brought in. £14.5 million for him. Triggered his release clause from Fluminense, however the hell you say it. Mauro has a whole bunch of yellow. He can't jump at all. Impossible. He doesn't know how to do it, and he can't really head a football. But he's got great technique, flair, leadership, good pace, good acceleration, and still only 20 years old. Will get better. He's a good signing. He's going to be awesome. He's been playing midfield for us in the run-up to the season kicking off, so that is a good thing. Andreas Jungdahl, we know him. He's been here on and off for years. We got him for 200 grand. I sold him for 325 grand. Torino loaned him out to Lecce after buying him for 325 grand. We loaned him back for 165 grand. And then we spent $500,000 bringing him back. So very weird and a roundabout way for this guy. We've basically just ruined his career. But he's here again now permanently as our backup goalkeeper. He'll never leave. Ricardo Pires is an 18-year-old centre-back. He's Portuguese. We have paid £30 million for this transfer from Benfica, where he had a really good season last year. At 17, he's averaged over a 7 in the Portuguese top division. This guy could be a little bit special. And again, he's only 18. He will still get better. He can cover defensive mid for us. He can cover centre-back for us. He's got a jumping reach of 14, heading of 12, decisions, termination in the green. His fitness is in the green. His work rate's going down, so that's not great. And his morale is abysmal. He's not a happy chappy. He's worried about how I've treated him. I've just been criticising his training. He's unhappy with training. He doesn't like the high volume of strength training. And he needs to pull his head in. But training will settle down now that we're out of pre-season, and it won't be as physical for him. So hopefully that rights the ship. Anyway, Ricardo Pires is in. Camille Janssens, £25 million with add-ons 27. He's a midfielder, which we needed because Lavia left. Part of the reason I let Lavia go is because I'd already arranged a transfer for Camille Janssens. It just took a while for it to go through. He's 20 years old. He's got 7 under-21 caps for Belgium with 1 under-21 goal, 5'10", lots of yellow, lots of green, really good player, and has been playing at Anderlecht in the however you say that. That's him. He's going to be awesome. Raul is another player. £26 million on this guy. Can play centre back, can play right back. Lots of green, lots of yellow. 18-year-old Spanish player. He's got a full international cap for Spain already and has been doing pretty well for Cadiz in Spain. But he's going to be great for us. And he has been great through pre-season. Or, pretty great. 6.86. But playing at centre back, and he's been nailed on. Hasn't really put a foot wrong. So very happy to have him in. And we're only paying him 35 grand a week, which is very, very nice. Alberto Mayolo, you know him. He was our left back all last season. He's our left back forever now because I spent a fortune to keep him. We couldn't get him on loan again. So I just forked out 20 million because we were drowning in cold, hard cash. Alberto Mayolo is here to stay and I'm fine with it. He's only 19. Still got room to improve. He's only going to get better. And it was already pretty damn good. Rafael Lica is a youngster that I've brought in. He's another Portuguese. He's got 3.5-star potential, possibly 4.5-star potential. He's been over here at Nacional de Madeira in the Liga Portugal. No idea how to say these things. He's ours now, 2.5 million. Low risk. It's fine. Alessandro Bianco from Sassuolo is 27 years old and he's just here to help out in midfield. He's been playing in Serie A, there or thereabout. Went on loan to Udinese last season. He's played at Fiorentina and Monza. He'll be fine. And Gaetano Ristiano is another young, or I say young, he's 27 years old. He's not young at all. Decent winger, just to help us out in the mould of Yordnov and other players we've brought in over the years to help us out. So as a result of all of that business, this is what our team looks like to start the season. Look at this. We can actually fill the bench. We have enough players. That is a first. And we've even got some spare. Nurakin, probably never really going to feature for us. He's made some cameos and made a difference from time to time, but more often than not, he's been a bit rubbish. But he's still here, and that's fine. Daniel Delurba has been tearing it up for the youth team. He's only 16, and look at all that yellow. He's got pace of 13, acceleration of 15 already, 14 finishing. I want him in and around the first team because he could be awesome. Also, Christian Del Grosso is back because I couldn't sell him. So he's still here, knocking around the place. Meh. Who cares? But that is our squad for the first match of the season. And that's how it's looking. Players you haven't left. Tammy Abraham, still here. The Gift. Chauna is still here. Alvaro Lopez is sort of moving up the pecking order now. He'll be one of our regular starting midfielders instead of a bit player. Otto, of course, Otto Graziani is the man in midfield now. Best one we've got, and he's awesome. So I'm fine with that. Mauro Newboy, Mayolo, Raul, Soccardi, Guerreri. Guerreri's still here. Mayolo's still here. The rest of the back line is pretty much brand new. I couldn't get rid of Daniliuc, so he's still here. But he's fine as a backup. Doesn't stress me out. I was looking at his attributes, which I don't usually do, and I'm not stressed about him. Also, Marcel Ratnick is back to play centre-back and right-back for us. He went out on loan last season and did all right, 6.74. Not setting any barns on fire, but it's just as well. There's laws against that. But Ratnick is back. Yay! And everything else looks absolutely fine. Antonio Gallo is still here. Couldn't get rid of him. Lika, the youngster I mentioned, he's been offered out for loan. No takers. Ulic is still here. And, of course, we've got Endrick down there as well. And this guy, Cerezo, he could be all right. He's here to help out on the wings. that is how we are looking. Our first match of the season is against Roma. And what do you say we get into that right freaking now? Let's go, kids. Sampdoria have beaten Cremonese. Good for them. Nobody cares. Let's play our first game of Season 6. Project Palermo, your starting 11. Ladies and gentlemen, Spike Brits, the most British name ever. In goal, Maiolo, Raul, Cercati and Guerreri as our defensive four. Mauro, Lopez and Graziani in midfield. The gift himself, Sikakane and Chayuna on the right-hand side. And then Tammy Abraham up front. Delicious. Let's get her done. Had to cough. Apologies. So our backup strikers basically going to be Ulic and Endrick, and they'll also provide cover on the wings. Basically, whoever gets tired first gets replaced with one of those two. That's the plan. I'm not expecting Endrick to tear the league apart. I'm not expecting Ulic to tear the league apart. I do want Tammy Abraham to tear the league apart again because he scored a lot of goals last season, and I think we'll be able to get him some better service this year. Camille Janssens, who we talked about, isn't starting because he got himself injured. I forgot to tell you about all the injuries in pre-season. I set a very, very intensive pre-season training regimen for the boys, and they hated it. But they are going to be fit as hell this season. I'm trying to avoid the breakdowns towards the end of the season and all the tiredness issues that we've been experiencing. Will it work? No idea. But what will work is Chayuna getting in like that, playing the ball across for Sakane to score the first goal of the season inside 10 minutes. The gift. Oh, the gift. We love him dearly, and this is really good work from the main three attacking threats in this squad, combining sort of with an assist from the defender. 1-0 to Palermo, and that is exactly the sort of start we want this season. We don't want to wobble, we don't want to trip up over teeny tiny little nothing teams like Roma who let awesomeness let Tammy Abraham go. This is what we're after, and I love it. I'm going to praise the boys because we're doing quite well. We're not tearing them apart, which is what I wanted. Only the 2 shots, and now to really have the ball, but Spike Brits comes out, claims it confidently, rolls it out to Raul. Here's Maiolo. Takane, on the ball, running. I love it when he runs. Tammy Abraham, over to Graziani, plays it through, looking for Tuna, collects the ball, is challenged, and now Roma have the ball. Did I call him Torino? I totally did. And I apologise to Torino for confusing them with a team. But let Tammy Abraham go, because there he is, firing one at his former goalkeeper. Having a jolly good time. I'd love to see him score today. Teach him a lesson. One team who has the ball. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he exists. Go away, Roma. Just get out of here. It's Lopez getting his foot in. Lovely work. Stalls the attack. We're holding our shape pretty well. We just need to be conscious of players not getting pulled too far out of position. Keep it tight. And don't let him in behind. But runners in the centre. And we've dealt with that nicely. I'm very confident about our new look defence. We were quite iffy at times last season. We've been weak in the air. And we've been very inconsistent offensively. And that's what I'm trying to counter. The gift there, and with a beautiful tackle, comes away with the football and just runs at 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's beaten his man there. And another one. Gets away with the football. I love watching him play. He's such a good player. There's a reason why he's been top of the next gen list 2 years in a row, because he's awesome. We have some real talent at this club. Just because we pounced before everybody else did. We got in early, despite the fact that stupid manager, whoever that was, had no idea about non-EU player rules and let a couple of wonderkids rot on the bench for a year. It was me. We got away with it, and they've come really, really good. We've reaped the benefits with, frankly, insane progress over the last 6 seasons. Could this be the year that we get the job done? Could we best Inter, win the league, and go one step further in the Champions League? No idea. We might need another year or two for the young players to bed in properly. Perez at 18, Raul, Mayolo, all those guys, still very, very young. Some of them have a lot of experience for their age because of our success. But if they keep getting better, we will be unstoppable. Probably the only thing we're missing is a dedicated, hardcore understudy for Tammy Abraham as a striker. But we know Ulic is good for goals when he's on. We know Endrick absolutely should be the former Real Madrid man. Never really got off the ground in this version of the Football Manager universe, but I'm hoping he will here. And he was pretty good in pre-season. Look at Raul. That's what I'm talking about. You just saw him there make a crucial interception. Markandali and what's his face and who's he what's. Those guys don't make those challenges last season, but Raul just did, and he's been doing it all the way through pre-season. Been glorious to watch, and that's part of why I'm very, very excited. That being said, his match rating is only a 6.6 today, which is a little disappointing. We're going to throw Ulic on because I can. Tune is going to come off. We're going to have a look at Endrick for the first time in a Palermo shirt. I've already seen it, but you lot haven't. And I think I will throw Perez on for Raul. I don't want him playing as a libero, though. That seems a little bit suicidal. So just straight centre back, on defend, and some of our new boys on parade for you. You're welcome, Internet. Right, off we go. Unpause the game, DP, it works better. There is your hot FM24 tip for the day. Unpause the game, more effective than otherwise. Games take longer if you don't unpause. Factual information right there. Roma are coming at us. They are attacking a lot more than I'd like. Where are the football back players? Like Brits. Oh, he's come out. He's punched that stupidly. But we get away with it because Roma can't shoot. It's still only 1-0, and we need to make a couple of changes. But now we've got super tired bodies in Mauro and Graziani. Let's see. We are a little strapped for midfielders. I've only made the 2 changes. Why do I have no midfielders on the bench? The gift's got to come off. I think we'll have a look at Solis. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all our changes. I guess Mara's playing on as a defensive mid. And Guerrero's going to keep going at right back. Whoops. It'll be fine. What are you worried about? You've seen me do this a million times. What's up, DP? Watch transfers. What happened there? That is an absolute howler from Roma, and they've gifted us a goal. And the gift isn't even on the pitch anymore. So Melo's paid it through. Takia's had a run. Had a really weak shot. This guy's got his foot to it, I suspect, take the pace off it. And he's guided it past the keeper. It was a beautiful finish. Just at the wrong end of the park for Roma. They've done themselves a mischief. The youngster, Luca, who trying to get out on loan, has just beaten 3 Roma players on his own. There's Alvaro Lopez having a shot from range. Okay. We're just into injury time. Oh, Perez has picked up a knot. That's not great. And there we go. Full time. Winning start to the season. A goal for us and a goal for Roma, and yet it's not a draw. Sounds like a crazy riddle. Well done, lads. That was a good result for us. Tammy Abraham, you let yourself down, sir. And I'm not going to chip Raul because he's a youngster. We need to look after him. But yeah, look at those match ratings. All that green from the new players. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And Mauro impresses on Palermo debut. I agree. We're top of the league. Oh, we're top of the league. Just to end the season now. Job done. Serie A champions. Yes. Sadly, not how it works. But we are top of Serie A. Perez is only out for a few days. So that is fine. We're just going to set this up to rest everybody who played for a day. Training, rest, 1 day. And our next match is against AC Milan. Just that tiny little team, you know, AC Milan. We'll check that out when we come back from the in-betweeny bits, which you don't get to see. See you in a sec. Game day, it's Palermo versus AC Milan. We've played these guys so many times and we've lost to them a few times. Did we lose the Coppa Italia to them last season? I feel like we did. I should remember. It wasn't that long ago. Coppa Italia. No, it was Inter that we lost to. When did we lose to Milan? I don't know. Anyway, we beat them the last time we played them. Let's do that again. In some news, remember now, I forgot to tell you about the injuries. So Alessandro Bianco, who was the new midfielder we brought in as a backup, got injured, which is not what you want from a player you bring in to back up in case of injury. But he's on the mend. He tore his abdominal abdominal ding dongs. Look at that. He's got a yellow belly. Poor guy. He's not a coward. He just literally has a yellow belly. You can see it right there. He went to a specialist. He's been out for 5 weeks. He's going to be out for another 4 weeks while they fix his guts. And then Camille Janssens, he got injured in pre-season. He's had a twisted ankle. It was pretty badly twisted because he's been out for 3 weeks. Still another 5 to 11 days for him. You can see there his ankle glows in the dark now. But that should die down, we're told by the doctors. Very odd affliction. Makes it hard to sleep at night in a darkened room because you've got bright lights in your face. Anyway, apparently no one's made an assist all season yet. That's terrible. And we have to go play Milan. And the squad is unchanged from the team that successfully navigated their way past Roma. The only other bit of news that happened is we had a transfer offer for Marcel Ratnik, which I accepted because I'm crazy. They want to pay us like 10 million for him, which is more than he's worth. And I've been loaning him out for like 2 years. He's come back into the club this season and I intended to use him as our backup right back. But I just found a guy on loan that we can have a look at after the game who might be better. So, yeah. I say unchanged. I did make a change. Made a liar of myself. Only change from the last game is Alan Maturo. Remember him? He's still here. One defender. I didn't sell. He's still knocking about the place. He's going to play at left back. Everything else is the same. That's why there's no line between Maturo and Takane. Expect Maturo to play much more as a left back this season than he did last season when it was a case of injury cover because he just got better options in Raul and Pires now, which is very, very exciting. Pick up where you left off last time out, making the other team score own goals and those sorts of shenanigans. Oh, we also got an offer for Tammy Abraham from Brighton. But it wasn't a lot of money. It was like 5 million or something up front. We paid 3.5 million to bring him in from Roma. So turn that deal down. Tammy's too important for us. And like 5 million, not enough to replace him. We're not going to get that lucky twice. So yeah, I said to Brighton, I said, do one, mate. I didn't say that at all. People on YouTube are here watching and they know I didn't say that. So I cannot tell a lie. Encourage the boys. 7 minutes gone. We're yet to score a goal. Very annoying. Ugh. And Milan are going to be wearing their silly pink kits when we do eventually have a look at them. We're not dominating, but we're not losing. I'm going to encourage again. Here we go. There's a highlight. But unfortunately, the wrong team's got the football. Tammy Abraham, though, was just taking that away. Shoots, and that's dribbled past the keeper. Kind of harmless in the end. He's tuned it out with the corner. Launches it in, and Milan are making a break for it. Let's shut that down right quick and in a hurry. The highlight ends, so apparently we did. Players obey my commands. It's amazing. 10 minutes-ish to go in the first half. Now I shall encourage. And we're at the wrong end of the pitch. It's a corner. Can we defend them now? No. No, we can't. don't like this at all. Our stadium's getting expanded. Look, we're building things in the corner. Pay no attention to what's going on over here. Look at the corner. Oh, the corner's gone. We saw it again, didn't we? Oh, we've conceded a goal. Berate them. You've got to defend better than that, you idiots. Going to half-time, 1-0 down. Terrible so far. Sorted out. Not happy with the defensive work, midfield, attackers. Come on. Sort it out, gents. And you're not tired. You've only played one game this season. Oh, Soccardi. Over to Guerreri. Back to Soccardi. Over to Maturo, who's tucked in as the inverted fullback. Good to see. Lopez plays it through for the gift. He shoots, keeps seeing it around the post. Boo, goalkeeper. VR not amused. I mean, that's the sort of defending I want to see from Ireland. Ball comes near you. Just hoof it. Get rid of it. We're going to turn off work ball in the box because that's not working for us. And I'm looking down. I'm not seeing anything else that desperately needs to change. That was a really good attempt. There's a frog in my throat. Not a hair. Okay. What's over the hair in the throat? Like rabbit type hair. That'd be messed up. Raul has let that guy get away. It was a good challenge. I think he's got himself set off. I thought it was a good challenge. I thought he won the ball. He didn't know. And he's left us in a bit of a pickle. Thankfully, Mauro. No, Mauro can't just drop back and play there. Perez is going to come on for Mauro. Not as a libero. And that's going to make things really difficult for us. But you know what? We've been in difficult positions before and done crazier things and get a result. So we'll give it a red hot go. Just a rush of blood to the head for Raul. Young, inexperienced, a bit desperate. It's going to happen this season. Got to stay attacking because we're chasing the game. I was going to say we should probably drop back to positive given that we're down to 10 men. It wouldn't have made a difference in that instance. Sakane has not shown up today. He's on a 6.4. Ugh. Hate when this happens. Not the start to the season I was after. Definitely don't want to win and a loss. Alright, then we go very attacking because we're chasing the game. Sakane's coming off on a 6.1. No way are you staying on the pitch, sir. Solis can come on for him. Junior's doing alright. Tony's on the 6. The gift's coming on for him. And you know what? Not Solis. Andrew. Come on, let's pull one back. Right quick and in a hurry. Good ball. Look for Tammy. No joy. Here's Maturo. We just let the ball go out of play. Why? They're just not up for it today. We've had chances. Just haven't been able to finish him. It's a good ball for Chuana, and that's saved on the line. Good goalkeeping, sadly. Now we're under a lot of pressure. Milana coming forward with numbers. And they're offside. Come on. At least get a goal. Do something interesting. Graziani's tired. He needs to come off. Lika looked good last time. He can come on. Where's the game? I don't know what to do. Where's Ulich? He's already there. Alright, we'll bring on Solis. We'll swap these guys over. And that's it. That'll do. Play on. Play on. Let the band play on. We've got a corner. Here's Solis. Fires it in. Oh, it's been cleared off the line like 3 times there. How have we not scored? And that looks over the line just quietly. But no. Ridiculous. We played better after the red card. Yep, should have won that match. Not happy with these, and I'm furious with the finishing. Ah, well, bit of a mixed bag to start the season. I said we didn't want any wobbles or stupidness, and we had some. Again, Raul is young, he's inexperienced. That kind of thing, unfortunately, is going to happen this season. We're probably not going to win the league, and we're probably not going to win the Champions League. What we will do is get some valuable experience into these young players, provided they can stop getting themselves suspended, and build for the future. And the future is very, very bright. We will find out more about said future in tomorrow's episode. Yes, indeed. But for now, don't forget, if you've had a good time with Project Palermo, and if you're excited for the season ahead, say so in the comments so I know. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything going on here. We've been live streaming Deadpool FC over here on YouTube as well, so you should check that out and catch up on all the other Project Palermo so you know what all this was. And until next time, I shall see you next time. Say hi to your mum for me and be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught.